Cuonzo, you talk a lot about defending without fouling. Just how do you feel like your guys played defense tonight?
With 44 free throws, we didn't do a great job. Give credit to Sharif Cooper. He's a talented young player. He does a great job of getting in the lane. He puts you in tough positions. He even does a good job for his size at finishing at the rim with bigger guys. And he keeps his head up, so he's always looking for his guys, even when he's attacking the rim. We allowed 21 free throws. And again, I'll go back and watch film, but those are fouls. I'm not saying the officials didn't do a good job, but man, that's 44 free throws a lot to beat any team on the road. And again, but we got to take ownership of things. You got to keep him in front of you, make him work, make him go over the top. But he did a great job again getting downhill.
Gabe.
Yeah, Cuonzo, I know Jeremiah has had some struggles at the line at times. Is there anything other than just kind of staying consistent and continuing to work on it? Because probably more of an issue tonight than it had been at previous times.
I think it's reps in his routine. And again, he of course, he's more efficient in working on them at home because you have access to facilities. And not to say that's the reason why he missed shots. I mean, 3 for 11, I think he's a better free throw shooter than that. They just didn't go for him. And give those guys credit, making him work to get the ball, but just didn't go for him tonight.
Cuonzo, you mentioned a little bit about it there, but just what was your plan going in to try and stop Sharif Cooper? Was it just to limit him, or was there a guy you wanted on him, or just how did you see it from that perspective?
Oh, well, you start the game with of course, X-Pence, and then you Drew Smith, Drew Wills, depending on who's out there. But again, the key is to try to keep him in front of you. Again, it's easier said than done because he's shifty, he's fast, and he got multiple screens coming at him. And I think where he made his moves, and I don't think so much he beat Drew Smith and those guys one-on-one, but you got those ball screens, he able to maneuver through those ball screens. Then he have your bigs on their heels attacking downhill. So I think that was more than anything. But he did a great job of getting to the free throw line, getting fouled. Then you become passive as a defense. Then he's allowed to make plays.
Jack.
Cuonzo, even in a loss, is there something you take away positively from not letting the game get away from you after being down 21-9, 30-16?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're a good team, but I think the things that things we got to correct. Like X 2 for 11, Mark 2 for 11. Those guys are better. And I think the biggest key with Mark getting his shots on the 3-point line. He's shooting for whatever reason. He's shooting the ball deep. I mean, I think he shot 3 or 4 tough threes. I mean, meaning so far off the line. That's a tough shot. And again, shot selection in timely situations. You have to be able to move the ball because you can get what you want to get. I think we were up 7-8 in the second half, getting the ball inside, moving the ball. Then all of a sudden, a quick shot here, turnover here, misled. I think more than anything, momentum killers. I thought we had a lot at the rim that we felt like should have went down, and we didn't make them. And it turned the game.
Luigi.
Hey, Cuonzo, obviously 14 blocks for Auburn. Is that just a product of not going up strong enough and them just being a good shot blocking team?
I mean, you got to give credit. There were probably a couple that made good blocks. But I think more than that, the ones I've watched from the sideline, most of them we didn't go up strong. We didn't go finishing the ball. We didn't make contact and keep our heads up finishing. Like the one Drew Smith had in the second half, could have put us up 3 with Sharif Cooper on and missed that one. And Javon tipped it. I mean, those are tough ones. You got to have those.
Hey, Coach. So the team had a comeback effort in sort of that late first half, early second half part of the game. What was the team doing right during that stretch?
One, taking care of the ball, moving the ball. And then the second half, getting the ball inside. I think in the first half, we just settled down. And I think once you recognize first, especially in the first half, how fast Sharif Cooper is, he shifts, he's finishing at the rim, keep his head alive, finding guys. We had to settle down and really lock in on him. And everybody else had to do their job. And I think in the second half, playing with good pace, getting the ball inside the tip and forcing those guys to make plays. And then it went from there. And I think we were up 52-58. I'm not sure what happened after that. I have to watch. Thought maybe a quick shot here and there, a breakdown defensively, and it just kind of spiraled.
Yeah, no, he led your team in field goal attempts, and he can't get every look, but is 14 attempts on a night when he's playing like that enough for Jeremiah? Are you happy with the shot selection?
His shot selection, yes, but
I mean, overall.
Well, if you can get them more, great. But the way that they went to a zone, so obviously they wouldn't allow them to get catches. Then, they double them down, then that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, you want to go inside to him, but they were really kind of making it hard for him. You have to, sometimes you got to punch it in there. And I think one time we got it in there. I think looked like the guy hit him, didn't make a call, went out of bounds. But some of those you got to just whip him in there to get it to him and force him to make a one-on-one play from the top.
Dave Matter.
Cuonzo, you always talk about playing good defense without fouling. So many fouls tonight. Just watching it in real time, did you think you guys got away from principles, or just one of those nights where the whistle's blowing a lot?
Well, I think it's a combination of both, because you got a guy making shots, making plays. You got to be consistent, keep him in front of you, make him go to the top, because the whole game plan with him is make him shoot pull-ups in the lane over the top of you. So he was getting to the rim. He's getting fouled, making plays. And then when that happens, all of a sudden the fouls they pile up, and now you become passive defensively. And now you're not as aggressive. But I just thought, him getting downhill, because we knew the game plan. Once they run initial plays coming back to him, he's going to make the play from there. And then you just got whoever's guarding him, we said you're going to be in a ball screen all night long.
Cuonzo, even with the losses, does this type of game prove how valuable Drew Smith is to your team?
Oh, without question. He's a part of our team. He's a good basketball player. I thought he did some good things. I thought he did some good stuff in guarding Sharif. I mean, it's not an easy assignment because, again, he's down here, he's shifty and all that. Yeah, of course he is.
Dave, do you have another one?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
Anything else for Coach?